Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Pathologic 2. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you chose to join me today because I am super infected and we need to go over there to more infected districts. There's just bad things happening today, and we're in the middle of it. Also, it's bad. We're not in a good condition here. I really shouldn't go that way. I should go here. Which is gonna be bad because it's gonna hurt. There's gonna be all sorts of mean people out here. In the last episode, we got a thing out of that, which was great. So we need to go back home. So how do I do that? What is the plan? We could take a boat if there's any around, which there isn't. There's one down there. Or let's see. So if I get in through here, I can go in through there and then arrive there pretty briskly. And we're not too far away from there. However, to get there, we need to go here, which is this path. But if I go here, if I go right straight ahead... Ooh. I like that idea. So, yeah, our infection is up. People are fighting each other. It's all awful. And, yeah, we're going back home. Oh, my health. Did I get burned? I think I got burned last episode. And I did not notice. Because I don't think this is all exhaustion. This is not gonna be good. The health isn't the immediate problem, although it is. And you can see there. Oh, it's going down. I don't know how this is gonna turn out. But I got these. And, and I don't know that we're going to be able to reach home. Our exhaustion is still not blinking constantly. I don't know if we're going to survive, is what I mean. Because the problem is, it's so far away. I need a schmouter. But you see that? Oh, Party Commissar is online. That's a different thing altogether. It's not even Steam. Let's see. This is really dangerous. But at least we're good. And we have a safe spot right ahead. We're not going to be attacked. And our exhaustion is the only problem. This doesn't kill us, though. Wait, do you want one of these? Yeah, she does. Oh, wait. There's a better way than the lemon. Immunity goes up. And my exhaustion goes down just enough that I am at least a little bit comfortable with this. Not being infected is definitely a good thing. Using a schmouter, it isn't. All the plants are on the other side. Using the schmouter is not a good thing there, but it was the only way. I would have died. If I had not maybe healed right at where we were, I would have died. The health was just going down super fast. Now I have antidotes. Those should help me a little bit, but... So you don't talk, right? Okay. So, and I don't have anything here. I have a bloody lockpick. Really good condition as well. Need to remember that. Not that I'm ever going to use it, really. Okay, so we need to go to the pharmacy. How do I get in there? There's people over here, which is good. Because they can trade some of my stuff. Oh, yeah. For thimbles. Ooh, do you like this? It's actually quite good. There's a kid over here. Unfortunately... Well... I don't need that one. It's good to have, but it is quite expensive. I Unfortunately, no schmouters. The kids told us that they don't have any more schmouters. I'm not sure that's true. Insofar as I'm not sure the game actually removes all schmouters from the game. I really hope that's not true. Speaking of which, we have this, which is good. We have some drugs. We have bandages, which is all I need. Those are really expensive. But he buys a lot of stuff, so that's also pretty decent. I can sell that. I can sell... These are really nice. Him buying all this stuff is really good as well. That lancet over there. You know what? I'm never gonna fix it. So I'm gonna sell it. And this one I'm also gonna sell because I don't need it. And just sell those. Yeah. Yeah, we got this under control. Apart from the dying bits. That would be nice to have as well, but I'm saving money. I can't splurge on things like this. I can splurge on our health though, because, you know, that comes first. Health comes first. Also, I can try to figure out what this does. No health damage. Lovely. Also, I think it sent my thirst down, which makes total sense. So we're not going there. We're also not going back home. We need to go here. I can sable at the willows. There's a baby somewhere around. Is this the one that we heard before? No, I think we heard a baby over there. Yeah, close to the theater. Another reason to be in this place here. Ooh, toast. That might be a good thing. That is a 9, which means that's just bad. I can sell that for a toast. Sure, I have food, but you know what? I like the toast. This guy sells... Yeah, nothing too amazing. So yeah, we're just going across the way. So I really hope to find water. We need water. To fill up all my bottles. I don't have that many. But well, it's because I made a bunch of potions. I have more. I think we're good for as far as potions go. Little kid over here. Hi. Oh, a package. Oh, yes. I want that package. Do you like fishing hooks? Do you like thimbles more? Okay. Let's give you fishing hooks, because I never get those, and honestly, that's pretty good. It's got a charm. Chestnut. Possibly other things. Generally speaking, that was pretty good. You can, of course, you have a better control over what exactly I got, because you can pause and compare and all that sort of stuff. But I don't know. Okay, really looking forward to that water now. There's a thing over here. Where am I going? The willows. How do I get in there? Probably through there. Oh, this is broken. It's all gonna be broken always. Which is gonna be an issue. Probably should drink now. Again. But then again, I should eat again before I drink. Okay. Because we're gonna be talking, and that means that our... Well, are we gonna be talking? I don't know. Nope. That means... It would mean that our thirst would go up a lot. Or down, I suppose. It's complicated. Okay. And also, it's our stamina that would go up. So from here, we have a save. That was the primary objective of that. Our... Everything is dangerous. Excuse me. More toast? No. Okay. Our exhaustion is going to be good because we're going to start taking the drugs that do bring our exhaustion down. There's the earth complaining to me over here. And that's basically the second house on the right. After we get in. So that's that house. Please don't come at me. And it's this house. Just please don't come at me. Okay, we're not reading that note. We're leaving something behind. Safety pin is a nice one. Fishing hooks, probably a better one. Or a bottle of water. We need bottles of water. Okay, let's get ready because I don't know where. We need to go to Saburov, that's true. Also going there is a danger. Our immunity is still in good condition. So I think we're in a good place here. We also only have 3 of these, but that should be enough. Hopefully, it is enough. How do I get out of here? So, going up through here. I don't like those narrow passages. Just said I don't like. I'm not going through there. Although the dead person is nice. I could loot. Yeah, it's really a shame that the game seems to... Oh, that thing... Seems to always put the clouds on the narrow passages, in the narrow passages. Which means sometimes things like this have bad things. Okay, we're here. And Saburov, the reason, just to remind you why we're here, the reason why we're here is because Saburov seems to have kidnapped, or not kidnapped, arrested, same difference, a criminal, obviously. Let's have a chat with him. That's supposedly the killer of our father.
Who are you?
Who are you?
I am innocent.
Right. Sorry, my mistake. Should I go now?
Give me a break. Shrike, the militia boss, dragged me in here. He's had it out for me for the past 3 years. Yes, I broke into the Keynes' place, so. They don't need worldly things. They haven't sustained them. Why should I be treated like a murderer?
The Keynes? What do they have to do with this?
Well, Simon Kane and old Burach Spal was old Burach Spal. That night I saw them parting near the Crucible a few minutes past midnight. Your father told him, I have 3 hours left, and you'll probably hold out for a bit longer. He must have known what fate awaited him.
Really? He knew who was going to murder him?
True. It doesn't sound like they were talking about murder, more like both of them decided to die? Or maybe, I don't know, maybe there was poison in their blood and they only had a little time left to live. And he sounds super sarcastic when he says maybe there was poison in their blood, because it's so blatantly a reference to what any person would think is they had the plague. So blatantly. Especially people who had the plague, or dealt with the plague. Poison. Look, this whole mess is none of my business, but your father knew that he had 3 hours left to live. I ended up talking about it once when I had had too much to drink, embellished a few things, and that's when Shrike took me in. Both of them were gone on that night, both your father and Simon Kane.
So who killed them?
Hell if I know, but it sure wasn't me. I was just passing by and overheard them talking, right? They sounded like they had planned it all from the start. Get it?
Yeah. It makes sense that he wouldn't think it's the plague. I mean, it doesn't make sense that he wouldn't think it's a plague, considering he heard them say things the way he heard it. But you, from a storytelling perspective, you couldn't have them think it was the plague, because they believe somebody killed Simon and somebody killed Isidore, which is the whole reason for the purges and whatnot that's going on with the people. I do get it. I didn't do nothing. He fled from there. Who murdered father? I still have no idea. There's only one thing I can tell for certain. Saburov knows even less. I can't rely on him in my search. That man is not a murderer. Curiously, his evidence suggests Simon Kane knew that father was doomed beforehand. Well, his testimony. Although
the barber's leading the gang. Some barber.
He always says this. I wish you had different lines. Because in the first game, you all had a bunch of different lines. It's good you've come, Burach. We just require medical assistance, and this time I can't rely on that troublesome Damkovsky. We? My wife is very ill, Burach. I'm not sure how to help her. What's wrong with her? She seems to be losing her mind. She's obsessed with things, strange things. Go on, I'll keep it confidential. Katerina believes she cares for our town as if she were some mystical ruler. She's delirious. I think she communicates with something, some being. What kind of being? I'm not used to speaking about these matters. My mind tells me she is imagining it, but at all times I can hear it respond to her. Yet when I enter her room, I find her sitting alone on the bed, and I can't muster the courage to speak to her. I understand. I'll examine her. This is a sudden turn of events. Katerina Saburova is sick. Save the game. Let's go outside. Run, run, run all the time. I wonder if there's still going to be people outside complaining. They are not outside complaining. There's a painting over there. Man, I really wish you didn't... Like, this town needs a... This game needs a mod where you can just explore town and just look at things. And not bother with how much in a hurry you are.
I need morphine.
Yes, she is addicted to that. Or that was that made clear before? I think so. Do you know, Burak, where a mistress's power comes from? The prophetic dreams, her influence over others, keeping the town in balance. I don't. Tell me. The power of a mistress stems from the earth, and only from the earth, no matter what Nina may have said. Oh, by the way, I said before that Nina is Nina Kana. No, Nina is her mother. I think it's Victoria Kana. But I might be mistaken on that. Either way, either her mother or the Kana woman, she would have rivalry with them, or it makes sense that she would have. Anyway, she says, the only true power is in the earth. It feeds us all. We grow as grass in the field and breathe in its spirit. There are other powers out there. All these years, I couldn't find the key. I was deaf and weak. It's like musical talent. Without it, one can hear but cannot play. One without the gift cannot take up a melody started by another. I would say that one can listen, or rather, one can hear but not listen. It's not musical talent. Well, I guess it is musical talent. There is a marked difference between people who have, in plain terms, you don't need to be amazing at playing any instrument or even be able to play any instrument to have musical talent. You can just have that. What we call musical talent, I think, changes how we listen to music. It certainly was my experience. But, yeah. I don't have an ear for music either, I'm going to say. But recently the earth started to respond. The tiny people living underground, mice and rats and worms. Worms too, but mice are more reliable. Rats, they're just like us. Their intelligence equals ours. Are you all right? Earth has no mouth, no ears. Oh, yeah, I know of one ear. I see why my past attempts were fruitless. But it took pity on me. It speaks through its herald to me. He comes to me, tells me truths. Truths a mistress must know. All as it should be. What does he tell you? He says the sandpest and the earth are one and the same. That means there is no salvation. We are bound to the earth. We walk it. We breathe it in. We eat its fruits. We cannot escape it. Our bond is inseverable. Although, unseverable? I don't know. Anyway, he's right. All signs confirm it. It is the voice of your fear, Katerina. I don't know. I don't know anything. Here he comes again. He wants to speak to me, but I don't want to. I'm scared, Artyemi. When I heard his voice, I began to believe in my power. But now I see this power is useless. You need to get some sleep. Sound sleep will help. Something happened there, and I don't know what that is. Katerina Saburova is sick, and it seems like the governor can also... Oh, no, I know what that is. Do I know what that is? Oh, it's a rat. Well, that gives a different meaning to the whole rats are the same as us and are more intelligent, sort of the same.
Human?
Rat.
I'm not.
What are you then?
A thing of shadow. A thing of the depths. A thing of earth, flesh, of her warm flesh. I know the answers. You don't even know the questions. What seek you within me?
Truth.
What do you want to hear, human?
Why are you torturing this woman?
This woman torture herself. She calls for me. I arrive. She questions. I answer. Our business is not yours.
You told Katerina the plague and the earth are one and the same. How so?
Everything comes from the earth. You came from it as well, and will return in time. Is coming from the earth so great a crime that one must burn for it?
I wish that this was... This is true, what he's saying right now, and this is... I know what he means, but it's super allegorical, and it's also not as allegorical as it could be. There's no greater point being made here. It's just what he's saying here is going to be answered later. But there's no, like, philosophical point or moral to the story or anything. In this particular thing, what he says, we come from the earth and all that. That's just... It can even seem commonplace. It's not commonplace. It's an actual thing it's complicated. No spoilers or anything. But if you play the first game, you know what he's talking about. Which makes this game really interesting, because the first game is really good when you play it the second time around, or the second campaign anyway, because you understand things so much better than you do the first time around. And having played the first game and now playing the second game is like playing it's like getting the second playthrough of this game on my first playthrough. So I know things that otherwise I wouldn't know, because this game is not about the storyline isn't about like the big plot twist at the end and whatnot. Although it is, I really enjoyed the big plot twist at the end in the first game anyway. But it's very much more about just dealing with the characters and just the wild things that happen. And this game, of course, has fantastic gameplay mechanics, so that helps as well. If I kill as many as the Sand Pest, to be so great a crime, yes, it is a crime.
Here, the earth is still alive, truly alive. You should know better than most. If you remember your pitiful childhood, of course. All living things resist death. Do you understand?
But Sand Pest is death itself.
Time after time, I'm amazed by humans. The naivete, the conceit. You consider yourselves the crown of creation. That alone puts you above help. Any mouse understands its place better than your sorry species.
It depends on your religion, really, to consider yourself the crown of creation. Never mind if you're not religious. Because there's some religion. There's not plenty of religion. There's some religions that don't consider humans to be the crown of creation. Creationist religions in specific. Specifically in its place and all that. That's the fulcrum, not fulcrum. That's the focal point of some religions. Let's see. Any mouse understands its place. Not all of us, I'm gonna say. Only a handful of you think differently, like this unusually sensitive woman. But even they are not prepared to confront that which they seek. The truth snaps them in half like matchsticks. All in all, you are a weak lot. Speaking of this woman, leave her alone. I'm asking nicely for now, even though I'm not.
So dumb. How can one be so dumb, worthless, and narrow-minded? I hope you don't have any other questions.
I've got some, but I don't care for your answers. Whoa, I got transported outside. They say not all victims of the Sand Pest die. They say there was a will behind the outbreak. They say it came from the earth. It's not just a disease. The spirit tormenting Katerina is real, because leaving Earth is real. It bears things like this rat prophet. I wish he was a minotaur, but alas. And Sand Plague itself. I am not certain about much. Let's get a save in here, please. Thank you. She doesn't talk. I figured she wouldn't. Oh, did I see something? I think I saw something. Come on, game. This game needs to keep levels in memory, because I got a lot of memory. I do video editing, so I need a lot of memory. Let's get that back. I need a lot of RAM. So it should really keep the levels in the memory. It doesn't matter if it uses up 20 gigabytes. It's fine. It's all good. I mean, check first though. Check if I have that. It's because, you know, otherwise this game is pretty heavy though. So isn't. I mean, I guess you can have a nice graphics card and not a whole lot of RAM. So, you know, it's always complicated making balanced things, balanced gameplay and game engine. That's what I mean. Our immunity is going up, down, the opposite. What I said. I mean, the opposite of what I said. You know what I mean. If you were looking at the thing I was looking at. So hopefully I have good news here. Ah, I don't have good news? No, I definitely do not have good news. Because we're out of time for the day. So for right now, I'm Colonel RPG. And this has been Pathologic 2. I really hope you've enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead and leave a comment. Like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, thank you so much for watching. And I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.